Welcome everyone to Nexus Gaming Series. We got another barn burner here, featuring a similar team, Murky's Hit Squad versus Winston Churchill Manatees. And I actually have a former teammate on this team, Brogine, who I played with, I think back it was season 3, I believe I played with him. Briefly at the end of the season, with the team Elite Murloc Chieftains. Going to be filling in here for Winston Churchill Manatees. ETC going to be the first ban here by Murky's Hit Squad. It was either a first pick or a first ban for them in the last series. On the other side, Anubarak. So once again, seeing a tank return to kind of the tank choke meta. The last few matches I casted, there was a lot of emphasis on the assassins. Sylvanas, for example, Jaina, Kel'Thas, but seeing a return to kind of tank ban meta, as 3 tanks now banned out: Diablo, Anub, and ETC. As waiting for the second ban here. They're going to continue to tank choke, or are we going to see something like an Ana ban? Kerrigan. So perhaps spotting something from MHS. I didn't. Or perhaps just worried about Kerrigan's power on the map. Either way, Pokaflute, going to get onto that Ana. And I liked the Ana pick last match. I think the Ana pick was a very good pick. I thought Pokaflute played it well. I don't think that was the problem in the match for them. I think the problem was Jailbait was just a really good team, and they executed perfectly when it mattered most. I think because of the way Jailbait played that last match, it got more out of control than it otherwise would have. Which is to say it was closer than the final kill count would suggest. But there we have Ana, and now Woj going to grab the Mal'Ganis. And actually, back when I played with Brogine, he did support, but we're not going to see it here, as it's Cheeky's TTV going to be jumping onto Alex Strasser. And then there we have Joanna Kel'Thas. So not going to go with the Gul'dan this time, putting the priority onto the Kel'Thas. And it's actually Bishop Mist jumping onto Kel'Thas, who I believe was the solo lane last match in both games. So possibly a little bit of an adjustment here. Could be a hero comfort situation, but Kel'Thas, always good shrine control on the map, and a good pick into the Alex Strasser. A good way to punish the stacking with that living bomb. Arthas, going to be banned out here, so worried about that solo lane. And there's not a lot of warriors left in this game, gotta tell you. Interesting. Taking a look at some stats here, we actually really have not seen a lot of Mal'Ganis, so I'm kind of curious to see where his stats lie. I honestly don't know. Currently sitting very low popularity, 3% with a 17% win rate. So the hero right now, 1-5 on throughout NGS. Only 6 games played, not a great win rate in them. I think Mal'Ganis might need some touch-ups and love, but there is a great damage combo, and I've seen Jackster play this Greymane before. It can be quite scurry to play against. And Jaina, just generally very strong. Jaina, just a very strong damage dealer. Not the best shrine control of the mages, but not awful. And then there we have Tychus and Malthael. So Ekeb moving. He was on Gul'dan on that last time. He was in the mage role, but now moving into the solo lane with a Malthael. Sealy Man grabbing Tychus. Perhaps going with more single target focus. That, or they want to counter Alex Strasser Dragon with Tychus Odin. That's probably more likely the case. Now, what's Brogine going to play? Solo lane needs to be picked. Thrall. It's grabbing Thrall. So we'll see how this goes. Looking forward to this match. I think it can be quite even And this match, you know, this is going to really help us. Division B is so tightly packed right now, Division B East. And we need to start seeing some separation. We need to see which teams are better. And if Murky's Hit Squad can grab a win here, it's going to help them kind of stay in that upper echelon of teams in MHS, despite their, in Division B East, despite their loss to Jailbait earlier tonight. So we'll see how they can do. But Division B East has just been really fun to cast and watch. So I'm looking forward to it. And we're going to spotlight here. Put a spotlight onto that old teammate of mine, Brogine. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick. Brogine has been doing that offlane role. Looking forward to seeing what he does in this set. I casted Winston Churchill Manatees once, but Brogine was not there. So we'll see how he does. But moving now into the match. It's going to be Murky's Hit Squad versus Winston Churchill, match 1. And on the left, E-Keeb on Malthael, Bishop Mist on Kael'thas, Pokaflute. Going to be on Ana, Key to You on Joanna, and Sealy Man on that Tychus. Trying to not close out the night with a second match loss, but trying to thwart that is Winston Churchill Manatees. Cheeky's going to be on Alex Strasser, Jaxer on Greymane, K-Wolf. Going to be on Jaina. We're going to have Woj playing Mal'Ganis, and Brogine going to be on Thrall. Taking a look at level 1 talents. Same level 1 here from Mal'Ganis, so I guess I was just wrong what the meta was at the time, but that block stack into Tychus, that does worry me a bit. I gotta be honest, how much value that can actually get. Tychus, though, speaking of, getting engaged on here. Is that second, or... No, it's just the next hero basic attack, so... it's effectively just block. Alright, with that, engage here, onto Key to You, popping the Unstoppable. Sleep coming in, though. Can they get the kill? Key to You is slowed by this Alex Strasser, but a little bit too deep a dive by Woj. And, Woj gonna pay for that. He'll be back soon, but that is a decent XP lead and a siege camp gonna be picked up here by the members of Murky's Hit Squad. WMC gonna look to recover here. They're gonna grab their own siege camp. Malthael, E-Keeb doing a great job rotating the lanes. And that's where you see the advantage of On a Pale Horse. Even pre-level 4, Malthael can start double soaking. And that's going to allow a lot of push into this bot lane. So this is a much more, I think, comfort draft that we're seeing right now out of MHS. And they managed to get Mal'Ganis. Again, great CC comboing there. The sleep, the condemn, the slow, all of it. And Tychus going to be the benefactor, just stacking up that damage. And we do see In the Rhythm coming out from Tychus. And already a big XP lead by MHS thanks to this double rotation potential. Living Bomb spread... No, wait, no, that's not Living Bomb. That's Alex's Flame. Ooh, Cheeky's very low. Jaxer having to jump in just to peel out, but... You know, you're seeing this 4-man push on the bot, and Mal'Ganis is just outplaying Thrall in the lane at the moment because of that On a Pale Horse. So now we're seeing the rotation up towards mid, into their own siege camp. About a half a level lead. A little bit less on the side of Murky's Hit Squad at the moment. But there you see just the value of Malthael. And taking a look at the experience, where is it? There it is. Look at that. Mal'Ganis just already 3.5k XP soak. Insane. Insane in the membrane. So now, Bruiser Camp going to be grabbed here by MHS, and they seem much more comfortable. The pick potential of Jailbait in that last match, I think, kind of caught them off guard. But we're definitely seeing, I think, the MHS team that we expected to see tonight here in this game. They're playing very well at the moment. So now it's up to Winston Churchill's Manatees if they can get onto this point. Alex does have that dragon. Thrall, though, rotating in late. Right now, they're taking a fight 5v4, and the grenade preventing that W from Alex from landing. And Woj is just so low here, and he is going to go down. And Dragon has not yet been popped here by Cheekies. and not going to be popped. That as after Mal'Ganis is dead, there's not really a good engaged chance. Should note, haven't really paid attention to it yet, but we are seeing Flames of Fury coming out from Alex. So trying to really focus on getting that dragon. That will help control the shrine, but now dragon has to be blown to try to defend this objective. We'll see how Alex can do with that talent, but it means that this Alex is decidedly doesn't really have a talent at all until that quest is completed. His Sands level 1. Now Mal'Ganis continuing to outsoak Thrall. Thrall trying to rotate to keep up, but that's just a hero mismatch in terms of double soaking. And Thrall actually needs to be careful, could get engaged on, but we're seeing MHS now move into this siege camp. Now Mal'Ganis rotating down to help secure the invade. Are they going to commit to this? Here we see now all 5 members coming up. Focus once again onto Woj. Woj going to have to back this up. Grenades have been so good from Pokeflute this game. The grenades really doing a lot of value. And, you know, you did pick Alex into that Ana, so you have to kind of worry about that grenade situation. Getting Dragon can help with that, because you could drop one WB out the first grenade, and then Dragon drop another. But that said, I mean, that's a lot of resources to use in it early in a team fight to mitigate that grenade. And especially Alex can't go Lifebinder because of it, unless grenade is down. So it's kind of hard mode playing Alex Strasser into the Ana. We'll see if Cheekies can pull this off. Up here in the top, gank onto Brogine. He never saw it coming. Down he goes. So right now MHS just gaining control of this map, getting a pick now before level 10. Gonna be able to steal the siege camp, and then gonna be able to get some value onto the map with the level 10 full level away on the side of WMC. Yeah, I kind of say Malthael weird. I'm trying to say Malthael, but I'm from West Virginia and I speak quickly to disguise my accent, so it kind of comes out as 2 syllables, Malthael, but it's Malthael. And Jackster, he was staying to defend the structure, but with the fort there, or with the minions there, and with Joanna, they were able to just dive underneath and get the kill. And so MHS just keeping staggers going for WMC. WMC now not even really able to soak the map to get 10s. And things are starting to look bleak here for WMC. They need to find something soon, but they need to get to level 10s first. Jaina's soaking the bot lane, but we've already seen the level of aggression from MHS that suggests they might invade. Siege camp gonna get picked up. Raphael possibly looking for the invade. Jaina was backing up, so no last rites, happy fun time. But now we have the ultimates on the other side. I didn't point out the ultimates on the first one. So it's Dragon Laser, Blessed Shield, Phoenix, Nano Boost, and Last Rite. So sometimes you see Tormented Souls Nano Boost, but we are going to see just Kael'thas getting it, which makes all the sense in the world. On the other side, it's Go for the Throat, Carrion Swarm, Ring of Frost, Sunder, and the Cleansing Flame. Did not expect to see Lifebinder because of the Ana. So here we go. Now moving in. Ring of Frost is huge! Absolutely huge. Tychus drops. Brogine is low, getting the heals, but the last right going to secure the kill. But Dragon auto attacks going to secure the kill onto Ana. Jackster is low though, as is Woj. Woj trying to get the heals here from the Dragon. Cleansing Flame going to be used. There's the Carrion Swarm to buy some time, but Jackster and K-Wolf are just so low that WMC can't re-engage this even though they win the fight. They need to drop back and get some taps on. Cheekies is now up. Greymane full backed. He's starting to rejoin the fight, but meanwhile this Bruiser Camp pushing up in the top, but it is still a fight over this shrine here. Woj going in. Here's the stun. But despite the deaths, we are seeing MHS manage to get this shrine. Just with the better shrine control that they had there. And this is the Arcane Punisher Level 13 is very close for MHS. Rough situation here for WMC. E-Keeb looking onto the flank. K-Wolf out of position. That's going to be a dead Jaina. Last right stacks once again, and that is getting stacked very quickly. Woj now going to be the focus. There's the leap. Down goes Mal'Ganis again, and MHS starting to run roughshod all over the Winston Churchill Manatees. Guys, they're an endangered species. Come on. MHS pushing in. They have level 13. They get the front keep wall. That opens up a win condition. If they get enough kills, they can just run it down, kill that structure, and go core. Of course, anytime you have a Mal'Ganis, you don't have the most siege damage in the world. Their siege damage really is Tychus and Kel'Thas to a lesser extent. Ana, Joanna, Malthael, they really don't bring any structure damage. If you've never seen my cast before, I mix up heroes when I'm talking quick all the time. And it's just, I just misspeak. It happens. It's not something I'm proud of, it's something that happens in my cast a lot. If you go and look at the Nexus Edge highlights this week, there's a play where I'm trying to talk about Alarak's telekinesis, how it was misused, and I say Rexar's telekinesis. By the way, down goes Mal'Ganis. Point being, I'm kind of a shit caster if we get down to it. And 3 kills back to back to back here. They're going to take keep, and I like this. They're not going to be able to end. They don't have enough siege damage to end. But they're definitely going to be able to get this keep. And MHS really turning on another gear in this match at the moment. And down it goes. So MHS dominating here. Bruiser Camp going to get stolen. This time, it's going to get effective value. Because there's no fort, this minion wave could be pushed up here by the Kel'Thas. Looks like he's going to do just that. Meanwhile, rotation down towards the siege camp by MHS. And here we go now. I just assumed Rexar had psychic powers, and that's what happened. Anyway, the engage here again, and it just seems like, oh, that time they get the counter engage. They managed to kill Ana. Jackster, though, goes down before they're able to get the kill on Tychus. That is 4 kills, but Ana going down means I don't think they can end. They could try to make a play for the keep, but it just seems like MHS, they engage so fast and so hard, and Key to You really playing a lot better in this series. I think, honestly, though, you just gotta, if anything, this makes me respect Jailbait more, because Key to You was really having a hard time engaging into that team, getting the first kill. H2O looking better by the moment in this series, just because we're seeing such rapid kills now on the side of MHS, and you just didn't see them in the last match. And so MHS, not able to end because of the Ana kill, but they are going to paint the map blue and get ready to start the shrine. Key to You rotating for that tap. Battle's going to be over the shrine, but in the meantime, push out mid. Still no level 16s here for the side of Winston Churchill Manatees. Joanna, making sure to get some soak bot. Let that Kata push up a bit. Ana going to start the shrine. This is going to potentially be a last gasp here. Keep wall is damaged too, so I don't think this is a good situation for Winston Churchill Manatees at all. They have to choose. They either have to engage now or soak 16. They're going to choose to engage now. Brogine looking to come in. Good sleep engage. Focus there on to E-Key. Bring a Frost. Collects Tychus. Poke Flute very low. Down he goes, but so... Oh, 2 for 2 at the moment, but the bodies are just hitting the floor. I can't even keep up with the insanity. Blind as a bat being used. Trying to stay alive. The Cleansing Flame not enough. Level 16 finally hit, but that's a 4 for 1. They managed to get onto Ana. It looked like they were going to get Tychus, but Tychus staying alive. And there you see, that's the stuff. Tychus was dead to rights, except that's the stuff. Peeled him to full, pretty much. Still, though, with Ana dead, technically there's a chance that they defend here. The Punisher is just going to do so much damage. And Greymane, though, going to be up in 5. Maybe they can save this. It would take a miracle. But there is no healer on the other side. And you don't have the maximum siege damage. Punisher going for the well. But there is nothing else to focus on. Punisher jumping in. Looks like MHS wants the kill. Root there onto Ekeep. Trying to get onto Brogine from the looks of it. Now it's turning on the Woods. Last Right's used onto Brogine, but it's not going to secure the kill. Tychus is low. That's the stuff. Catching up the healing, but the core shields are down, and the core starting to get focused. There's the Punisher jump onto K-Wolf, trying to go for the kill. Bishop missed and Ceiling Man both low. Greymane getting blinded, though. Going to keep Tychus alive for just a bit. The core is down to 10%, and that is going to be map number 1. Heading over to Murky's hit squad. So, much stronger map there for Murky's hit squad. They look quite dominant. They were really just going in, getting the kills, and, you know, he's done a couple times WMC was able to get the engage onto Ana, but they had to do everything to do it. It's like, it's the, oh, fuck, who's the guy from Endgame? It's the Thanos meme. It's, you know, we killed Ana. What did it cost? Everything. And that was kind of the story of the team fight for Winston Churchill Manatees. I've been saying WMC, and I realize now how stupid that is. It's WCM. And I've been saying WMC like every time I've casted this team. Winston Manatees Churchill. But here we go. We're going to get set up for game number 2, just showing the talents again. And level 20 is actually not locked in by anyone other than Ana here. But we're going to get set up for map number 2, and I will see you guys after the break. Stay tuned to the next gaming series. Welcome back, everyone, to Nexus Gaming Series. A little premature emapulation there. I am so gonna not be allowed to cast again. Switch to the wrong screen there. I had to switch back to map screen just for a second, but we are jumping into the draft. Here, I selected the wrong winner for the last game. Whoops-a-daisies. Murky's hit squad winning that first map in dominant fashion. We're gonna see how Winston Churchill Manatees wants to react. They're still choosing to stick with map pick here. Choosing to stick with the map pick. Taking us to Tomb of the Spider Queen. Another brawly map, but one where I think there'll be less pressure on the solo laner, and I think that will help them out, as they really didn't seem to have a good answer for the Malthael double soak in that last match. The Malthael double soak with the 4-man split push. Kael'thas getting banned out. They definitely had some trouble with that. Ana getting banned out as well. So, banning two of the heroes we saw MHS pick in the last game. Certainly the Kael'thas had a lot of value. With the 3 melee, though, the living bomb spread was definitely an issue. And I say 3 melee, Greymane really was playing up aggressive in a lot of the team fights. MHS happy to tank choke all the same. And I'm sure they'll be happy to take Joanna given the chance. And they just got the chance. Do we see the Joanna Jaina? Would be my expectation. I'd be shocked if we don't see Joanna here. This is Joanna's really arguably best map because of the wave clear, because of the fact that she just doesn't die, so she can hold so many gems by the end of the game, leading the wave clears. There's the Joanna, easy pick. As Woj, I should mention, grabs the Anubarak. A bit more traditional than the Mal'Ganis we saw last time. But not going with the Jaina. Instead, going to take a Raynor here. So Raynor is a good pick into the Anubarak, because he can just chunk out so much physical damage, which Anubarak doesn't have the spell... can't deal with spell shield. What are the next 2 picks? There's the Li Ming and there's the Lucio. So wanting to grab their support, but jumping into something that's has a lot more options that can't just be hard countered out by the Ana, even though the Ana's banned. Lucio going to allow some fast rotations. The Li Ming is an interesting pick to me. Jaina was up, Gul'dan was up, 2 very heavy wave clear assassins. Taking the Li Ming means they don't have a wave clear mage, and with Anubarak, Lucio, Li Ming, they need to really get something that has super strong wave clear to help them rotate. Does this indicate a Zul? Mayhaps. Greymane banned as well. So the single target blow up and reset combo isn't going to work, but they're drafting a team fight comp on a wave clear map, it feels like. Anduin going to get banned. So trying to target healers. Put Pokeflute onto something not as comfortable. We've seen Pokeflute play Deckard Cain tonight. Could work well. When you have a Joanna frontline, she doesn't need that much healing, and Deckard can just potion up the rotation so people grab a, like a nice drive-through potion. There it is. And then there's the Jaina that I expected to see. So still getting that high priority wave clear mage. Right now, the wave clear is just massively in favor of Murky's hit squad. Winston Churchill Manatees needs to draft something with good wave clear, but the issue is when they already have a mage in Li Ming, that really only leaves Zul to me. It's got to be something that auto attacks as damage, I think. It's got to bring something CC. Sylvanas, Sonya. I'm super worried about Winston Churchill Manatees here. I don't know if they have the wave clear. Sonya definitely has a lot of HP, could benefit from Rejuvenesca from Lucio. Sylvanas brings a lot of single target damage. It's a way to counter the Deckard. Deckard, I really want to see him go the shielding potions. And there's a Maiev. Wailing Arrow could get value, but you have the Maiev and you have the Maiev, you have the Sleep, so there's a lot of engage. I think Murky's hit squad has the better 5v5 team fight. the better pick potential is up for grabs, but just based on skill set and based on what we saw in the last game in terms of aggression, I'd give that over to Murky's hit squad. The only thing that is better is single target burst. Single target burst definitely does favor Winston, Churchill, Manatees, but we're going to see if that can make a difference. Kind of an interesting draft, but I was really kind of caught off guard there by that last Maiev pick. But meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and introduce the teams. Ekib going to be on Maiev, Bishop Mist on Jaina, Poke Flute on Key to You on Joanna, and Raynor going to be playing Sealy Man. On the right, Winston, Churchill, Manatees. Cheeky's on Lucio, Jaxter on Li Ming, K-Wolf on Sylvanas, Woj on Anubrak, and Brogine on Sonya. To be clear, when I say I was caught off guard, I just wasn't expecting Maiev. We hadn't seen it yet today. That is to say, I think it's an outstanding pick. It's an absolutely outstanding pick. Similar Deckard build so far. I really want to see the shielding potion this time, though. Li Ming poking in, trying to get the wave clear, only managed to hit one minion with that orb. And here you already see it. I mean, look at this wave clear difference. 1 minion dead versus 7, and that enables them to engage kind of past this minion wave. And still the minion's standing now. And this is what I'm worried about. This map is all about rotations, and if you get that behind in rotations on this map, you really aren't going to be able to get those chances for those single target picks, because there are just too many minions in the way. So we'll see. Listen, WCM could surprise me, and they could just take this game over and dominate and take us to a game 3. But at the moment, color me troubled. And troubled, by the way, is a particular shade of green. Raynor solo lane against Sonya. Interesting matchup. Raynor does have self-sustain, though, and actually has good poke onto the Sonya, so it's definitely a skill matchup, I think. If Sonya can land spears, it's good, but Raynor can be smart to stay in the minion wave. Meanwhile, 4-man rotations still hard in favor of MHS at the moment. And already, some good quest stacking here for Jaina. And actually, Raynor not taking ace in the hole, even with the Jaina and the Maiev, instead going veteran marksman. Cheeky's doing exactly what his name suggests, being quite cheeky with those wall slides and boops. Meanwhile, on the bottom, though, looks like Sealy Man currently with the advantage. Sonya checking the siege camp. Does she have a tap? I don't believe Sonya does, so actually Sealy Man currently winning this lane at the moment. I will say this, Winston Churchill Manatees is keeping up in the rotation. They're not winning by any means, but they're not losing nearly as hard as I thought they would, and actually Li Ming with a huge amount of effective damage there. But once again, Rejuvenation Potion coming out from Poke Flute. Into this much single target damage. I mean, certainly the mana will help Jaina. I get that relationship, and certainly you get more healing throughput over time with the Rejuvenation Potion. Because the shield is temporary, it doesn't stay on, but Shielding Potion is just so good when there's single target focus. Some turns coming in here, and this is difficult when you're behind in the rotation. How do you get the turn-ins? Already 29 gems dropped. A new Brack gonna burrow charge out of the tether. Just checking that level 1. I'm not super familiar with Maiev, so I don't remember what it is. Meanwhile, Sealy Man and Brogine still just duking it out here in this bottom lane. Brogine managed to get gems in, I believe. Well, yeah, no, he had to have, because there's been no deaths so far. But turn-in ready now. Raynor is going to be a big part of that if Raynor can get turned. Brogine sniffing it out, though. And I like Brogine's positioning here. But using the spear onto the minion, that I don't like. Just on the basis of it lets Raynor step up and get some poke. But we'll see. Some gens being turned in now by Woj, getting interrupted by the Fan of Knives. Winston Churchill Manatees holding on to these rotations, though. I'm really surprised how well they're holding on. I was troubled, but now Jaina getting interrupted. Iki blinking forward, not... Ooh, is going to take it at the last second despite the low HP. Joanna coming in, now the focus on the K-Wolf. Manatees blink over the wall there by Sylvanas. And now both teams with a turn-in ready, but it's got to be Raynor turning in here in the bot. And Sonya keeping an eye on that. But on the other side, if Anub and Jackster can turn in, Anub and Li Ming, that will be exactly 29 that they need. Raynor is the only possible candidate to turn at the moment for blue. And Iki trying to buy some space, but Steely Man getting focused here by Li Ming, and now Lucio all over the backline trying to be cheeky, living up to the name. I didn't even mean that as a pun when I first said it, but let's go with it now that we're there. Steely Man barely getting out with less than 70 HP. There's a route on to Cheeky's. Cheeky's getting pulled in by the tether. Key to you there with the condemn. Woj has a lot of gems, needs to not go down, but neither does Jaina need to go down. K-Wolf, Li Ming blinking up, getting a lot of good damage there with the Calamity. I gotta say this, Winston Churchill Manatees, they're doing a lot better than I was worried they were gonna do. Raynor, though, manages to turn in, and this is gonna be the first shrine. So we're gonna see now with the shrines on how well Winston Churchill Manatees can defend this. They have the Sylvanas, that'll help them nuke the spiders pretty quick with the single target damage. Key to you, getting focused here. Root gonna come in, land on the K-Wolf. Blinks out just for safety. Spider drops into the mid lane. Woj is forward, needs to be careful. Lucio, big heal coming in. Key to you is gonna drop to Li Ming. Jackster making so many plays this game. Jackster has really ignited Winston Churchill Manatees with this skill shot. His skill shot accuracy has just been incredible, and that's going to be first blood of the game here at the 6-minute mark. And that will enable them to clear up these web weavers before they do too much damage, but Sonya now just has to back up, and so could lose bot fort here all the same. Sonya going to rotate, get the minion soak while the team walks out of the fen, but this fort is already basically dead. Jackster can come in, get some poke, but it's not going to be enough. I like how Cheeky's is using this Lucio to be aggressive, though. But I'm worried that post-10, he's going to get punished hard. He's going to eat a Bless Shield one time, and then after that point, they're really going to put a lot of focus onto killing Cheeky's. Still, though, Winston Churchill Manatees close to 10, but Lucio is not near this fight right now. The root comes in. Level 10s, though, here for Winston Churchill Manatees. What are we going to see? Cocoon, Disintegrate, Sound Barrier, Wailing Arrow, Wrath of the Berserker. MHS gonna grab this soak. Sonya going in, getting some good damage out. And here comes the engage now. Disintegrate, trying to look for the kill. Here comes the Ring of Frost. Collects 2 members of WCM. And now Brogine very low, whirlwinding with the Wrath of the Berserker to stay alive, but getting pulled back in by the Warden's Cage. Down goes Lucio, down goes Anubarak. And that should lead to some good map control here on the side of MHS. They'll be able to clear up these web weavers very quickly. And you got a good engage there. I think you got a fantastic engage there on the side of Winston Churchill Manatees, but not able to get that first kill. The Ring of Frost collects 2, and things start to come undone a bit from there. The Warden's Cage was fantastic by Maiev from MHS. And Winston Churchill Manatees kind of just got stuck. Meanwhile, though, trying to push up bottom, Disintegrate being used. Maiev is stepping up, though. With 2 ranged assassins, you don't really want to step up the contest, especially with as many gems as are being carried by WCM down here. They can still double up a turn-in, I believe. Oh, no, they're 3 short of doubling up. But now they're only 1 short of doubling up. They should be able to do it. MHS already has the turn-in, though. So it's going to be, whoever gets the next turn-in is going to have a big leverage on this fight. On the other side, we have the Rainer's Raiders, Bless Shield, Ring of Frost, Sleepy Time, and the Warden's Cage. There we go. Lucio keeping vision on the enemy team, being disruptive. E-Keep trying to drop 32 gems. Lucio should be able to interrupt that. Disintegrate being used to make sure. No drops yet for either team. 5 gems in from the last phase. For MHS. Sealy Man dropping 20. Wailing Arrow comes in. Focus on the Rainer. But here comes the engage. Sleepy Time with the Ring of Frost collects 3. And here comes the damage. Sylvanas is the first to fall, but with a 3-man root will not be the last. Key to use so low, but manages to escape thanks to the excellent Warden Cage. And that is so many gems dropped now on the side of WCM. And now Jackster might fall as well. Ooh, Jackster's going to drop 30 unless... Great boot by Lucio. Cheeky's absolutely saving Jackster's life there. And yeah, just getting kind of caught in that choke point. The Warden's Cage enabled by the Sleepy Time. Jaina just chunking out that damage with the Blizzard. Rainer going to town as well. Now level 13's here. You have Ancient Blessings. That actually gives you a lot of siege potential because you don't actually have to hit heroes to get the extra siege damage. But now an engage coming before 5 are here, but here comes the flank by Sealy Man, though. Maybe not the guy you want flanking. Here comes the blink in, going for Woj, and oh, Tether hits right after Burrow Charge ends. That's going to be enough damage to secure the kill. Just a bit unfortunate there for Anubarak, but this is going to enable MHS to get the fort. But key to you, want to get this engage on the Cheekies, and they do. And with that kill now, MHS has potential to get big control of the game once again. Looks like they're going to try to open up rotations. They're not going to push keep yet. They just want to get as much of the map under their control as they can. Actually going for the mid-keep wall. Seeing that hard defense, not wanting to push into it. And that makes sense. You're against the Li Ming comp. Li Ming, a great defender. Disintegrate being used just to try to reduce some of the siege, but there are just so many minions here. Brogine stepping up, needs to be careful. Root combo coming in. There's the big tether, trying to pull people back into the root. The root lands just a little bit too early, or the tether comes a bit too late. Either way, for now, Winston Churchill is safe. Here comes the engage on the key to you. Wailing Arrow onto the back line, but they don't manage to get the engage because of the Unstoppable. So the mid keep is safe. Li Ming now clearing up bottom. Bottom keep taking some damage. Are we going to get a fight over this bottom bruiser camp? Or perhaps a gank? Looks like we're going to see a rotation down to the siege camp. No. Wanting to drop at least the gems they have. Key to you, going to get some vision in the bush. Dropping their 43. And I like this move. It lets you play a lot more aggressive. Which I think the aggression has worked out for MHS. Now, though, oops, sorry about that. Now, though, sorry for the dizziness I just caused everyone. Bruiser camp picked up here by Winston Churchill Manatees. They're on equal talent here. Li Ming carrying 32 gems. Brogine carrying 15. There's the Chilling Blast. There is a turn in here for Winston Churchill Manatees. They want to try to get it before level 16 comes in. But they're having a hard time spotting exactly where all the members of MHS are. And now Jackster blinking down, looking for the turn-in. Sealy Man, is he going to see this? I don't think he is. That's going to be 34 dropped, and that's huge for MHS. Now they need to get Brogine dropped. A noob does not need to drop in this situation. Neither does Cheekies. Brogine, though, going to get interrupted. Here comes the engage. Looking for the root slow. Great Ancient Spear over the wall. Good root dodge. Brogine with the heads-up play. But now level 16s are here. And it's just become so much harder to turn in. You got the Numbing Blast as well to set up even just more CC. And MHS seems most comfortable when they're just drafting a lot of CC and going for kills. And what a great flank onto that rotation. And that is the turn-in being dropped with the kill. Still close to a turn-in for MHS, but not there anymore. That is a great kill there onto Sonya. And that's what happens, you know, when you're playing on the opponent's side of the map. You can get those opportunities because they think a rotation is actually the safe one, and it just turns out to not be. Great kill. Now Winston Churchill Manatees kind of has to rest back on their laurels. They have a turn in again, but they have almost no vision of the map. I mean, mid lane's pushed in, top lane's pushed in, bot lane barely pushed out at all. And so this is going to enable kind of the slow play to pay off here, as level 16 still quite a bit away for Winston Churchill Manatees. MHS playing this slow, just trying to look, seeing where the turn-in is being sought. Anubrak can get the turn-in by himself. Sonya pushing up the bot lane solo. Raynor just grabbed camp. Really spread out over the map at the moment, but getting some gems now. They have 7. They only need 1 more for the turn, and that gem is right here in mid lane. Meanwhile, though, a noob with 19 needs to get turned in. Key to you, though, setting up the engage potentially. Root combo coming out from not Stukov, Deckard there. Roji now coming in, though, and it looks like they want this fight, having just picked up 16, but the talents are not all locked in yet. Sonya needs to back up and pick the level 16. Ring of Frost, though, is a whiff, and that might just be what Winston Churchill Manatees need, but a Nubrak is still going to go down, and this Hell in a Cell coming out from Maev is just being so destructive. E-Keep with the amazing Warden's Cages this game. K-Wolf going to drop. That should be game. Turn-in just came in as well from MHS, Murky's hit squad, looking like they're going to take the domination this series. And I think Winston Churchill Mayonnaise, they need to make sure they got their 16th lock before they took that fight. Li Ming trying to defend. Jackster's really done everything he can this game. And taking a look, I mean, Jackster has done the most damage. He hasn't died, but at the end of the day, it's just... on this map, you need a lot of vision control, and they just weren't able to get it, and the deaths started to snowball because of it. Kill there onto the Web Weaver, but the core is down, and Murky's hit squad going to win this series 2-0. They're going to take this series with the domination victory. Improved to 8 points in the standings, so still, despite the loss to Jailbait earlier, coming out of this, really looking quite strong. Sorry, you just saw my ugly mug for a second. Don't want to show that. But we're going to see if we can do a post-game interview. So stick with us. We'll be right back here on the Nexus Gaming Series. Thank you for watching. Welcome back, everyone, to the Nexus Gaming Series. DB Smiley here. I am joined by the Captain E-Keep and the healer. Oh god, I just blanked on it. Sorry, I know it. Poke Flute. And I know it was Poke Flute because you always picked a healer that had a sleep today, and I found that ironically hilarious.
It was totally on purpose.
So with that, you guys get the domination victory in the second match tonight. You lose the first match, but just for the sake of chronology, let's go ahead and start with that first match. You guys came in against Jailbait. Obviously, they haven't really played any matches this season other than that Reborn Knights Black. Um, do you think you were caught off guard a bit by the drafts, or did you know that it was kind of a steep mountain to climb, given Jailbait's like history in this league going back several seasons?
So we're a new team, so we don't really know what Jailbait does or
Mm-hmm.
their previous seasons, what they do. But in the draft, I kind of caught on that they were doing a gray main material dive comp,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess we just didn't really pick the right comp for peels that could get gray main and material off of us. So I think that was the huge issue there.
Yeah. Certainly, you guys on the two maps, I think you were able to get some punches in, but it just seemed like every time you kind of got a foot in the door, Jailbait was kind of able to slam it closed with a few pickoffs. But what do you try to take away from that series as a learning experience heading into the rest of this season? What's
I
like the
think
top thing?
um, I think during that game we were split a lot. Our tank would be trying to dive them, and they would be diving us, but they would do it much better than us. I think that just trying to stick together as a team and just focus that one person that's diving us, try to just blow them up. I think that would have been a lot helpful for us.
Yeah, I think we as a team need to work together to learn our positioning tendencies and to learn, where to anchor and where to be at any given time, and especially when you have a comp that's as mobile as dive. I
Mm-hmm.
think it really helps to be very sure of where you are in relationship to everybody else, your team and the other team. So that's definitely something that we need to work on.
All right. Well, with that though, you jump into the second match against Winston Churchill Manatees, and I think you guys came out, and one of the things I think that really kind of shows the mental state of a team more than anything else is how they come off a loss. And usually by that I mean a map loss. In this case, I'm doing the double header for you guys. The match loss, you guys came in and you were not content to wallow. It seemed jumping into map one, you guys got aggressive early enough. And talk to me about how you got yourselves prepared coming off the loss to Jailbait and coming in so strong into Winston Churchill Manatees.
Well, we don't really take our losses that seriously.
Mm-hmm.
We just try to be positive. Just think of what's next, and just try to not overthink the loss that we just had.
Yeah, I mean when we're practicing, when we're playing a lot of matches in a row, you just can't let any one match or, any couple of matches really get to you because at that point, I know that my performance suffers if I
Mm-hmm.
let things go to my head, oh, I was out of position, I missed a shot, I
Right.
missed a nano, that kind of thing. You just can't let that
Mm-hmm.
get to you. You have to be thinking, okay, how am I going to do better in the next match? What can I learn from this?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to let it weigh me down.
I think that's fantastic, and I think everyone who is watching hopefully is listening and keeping that in mind. I think it's a great place to be as a team, and I think part what I heard from you guys that I think makes me think you guys have a great future is that you're acknowledging, hey, we're new, we need to build up, we need to play together for a while, but I saw a lot of things that I think were very promising in that series. So take me through Tomb. What do you think was the big difference in that game? And I'll tell you what mine is after you guys tell me.
So, on Tomb, we had the idea of a wombo combo comp right there, and I think that comp is just it builds synergy
Mm-hmm.
uh, with the comp itself and the team, and that's a great comp to practice with and to bring out. And I think by that game, I think our team was warmed up, and we were on the same page.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of we're looking into wombo combos
Mm-hmm.
specifically and how we can combo together as a team
Mm-hmm.
because building those combos together then will help us synergize more in the future as a team, even if we don't choose to do those particular
Mm-hmm.
combos. And I think we have a lot of possibilities evident with Mayeb's Warden's Cage. You
Yep.
can do the Stukov lurking arm, or you can
Mm-hmm.
do the Deckard seal like we did this time. But just since my Ev is strong right now, there's a lot of possibilities with her, especially with a lot of support heroes, and that's what I specialize in. So
Right.
I'm always looking for opportunities to play with the other team members, and I think that's one thing that really helped us in that match.
Yeah, that was. So the thing that I was going to say was, on top of everything, because you did have good synergy and everything. Anytime Winston Churchill's Manatees got a good engage that had menace to it, the Warden's Cage slammed the door shut. Deckard, of course, with the sleep sometimes to proc the Warden's Cage. Jaina with the slows, the Ring of Frost sometimes to proc it. But one way or another, Warden's Cage always seemed to catch 3, and those 3 people just didn't escape. So that was really good ultimate usage there, and I think that was how that map got so out of hand so fast. Post level 10, because up until level 10 on the second match, Winston Churchill Manatees was really hanging with you guys, and then the Warden's Cage just started slamming the door on them. So I want to throw props at you guys for a really good ultimate usage there.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you again for letting me cast this double match and stock you guys for an evening. But it was a fun 4 matches. I look forward to see what you guys do in the future. With that, floor is yours for shoutouts. And I just pointed at the camera, and I don't know why it looks really fucking stupid. But go ahead, floor is yours for shoutouts.
All right, shout out to my team. You guys played really well today. Thanks for Thanks for staying positive after our first loss. Thanks to Jailbait, you guys played awesome. Thanks to Winston Churchill Manatees, you guys also played awesome today. And thanks to everyone that's in NGS. We wouldn't have this without you guys.
Yeah, thank you again. Like he said, thank you so much to the team. Being the only girl could be really difficult, but these guys have made it so easy and so wonderful, and it's just such a joy to play with them. Thank you so much to my boyfriend, who I know is watching right now, for supporting me in doing this. And just thanks to the entire, Nexus Gaming Series people and the Heroes of the Storm community. It's, this could be a dead game, but through things like this, I know that it's not.
No, it's not, and I definitely want to heap on that praise onto the Nexus Gaming Series board and community. I try to be as much as I can, kind of a help in the community, but I don't have anywhere near the organization skills to put this league together. So all the credit in the world to the NGS board, and thank you for letting me continue to cast this. With that, that's going to bring our doubleheader to a close. I'm going to go off stream. I'm probably going to play a few games, but I don't like streaming my play because I am dick at the game. I'm just really bad at it anymore. But with that, thank you all for watching. That's going to be my last cast for the week. Not casting Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays just because of travel. Hoping to be able to pick a game up on Sunday night. We'll see. Certainly, I've already signed up for a couple games on Tuesday, so stay tuned.